Hi, everyone.
Hi, Miss Lee.
I kept interrupting because I think Ms. Sohar forgot about the time. Okay, your grammar workbooks, page 258, chapter 15. I'm sorry, page 260. Does anyone have any questions on hyphens so far? No? Okay. Exercise A, in the following sentences, insert parentheses to set off parenthetical elements. The rule on this is use parentheses to enclose material that is added to a sentence, but it is not considered to be of major importance. Example, Orion, my favorite constellation, was a mighty hunter in Greek mythology. This is, we don't need this information, so that's why we set it off in parentheses. Gold's mountain history is one of change. See the timeline on page 3. Again, we don't need this information, so we would set it off with parentheses, okay? Exercise A, in the following sentences, insert parentheses to set off parenthetical elements. Example, our state representative, a so-called man of the people, does not confer with his constituents enough to satisfy me. All right, example, 1 through 5 on exercise A. Laura, would you like to answer?
Yes, Miss Lynn. Number 1, I didn't realize that Judy Blume, author of Super Fudge, has written novels for adults. You will add a parentheses, author of before author and after Super Fudge.
Yes, that's correct.
Number 2, did you know that Harlingen is my hometown is named after a town of the same name in the Netherlands? 1 second. Harlingen, add a parentheses.
All right, what do you not need in that sentence?
Hometown, it's my hometown.
Yes, it's my hometown.
Okay. And number 3, fill in each circle on the answer sheet completely. Use a number 2 pencil only. Number 2 pencil only.
Yeah, use a number 2 pencil only.
Use a number 2. Okay. Okay. Number 4, the Chilean poet Pablo Neruda, winner of the 1971 Nobel Prize for Literature, was often referred to as a poet of enslaved humanity. One second. The add a parentheses before the Chilean.
No, is that important?
Sorry, give me a second.
Okay.
Winner of the 1971 Nobel Prize.
Yes, for
literature.
yes.
Literature.
Right.
And number 5, I plan to send this calendar. We bought it at a Mexican restaurant to our friends in Wisconsin. Add a parentheses before we bought it at the Mexican restaurant or after restaurant.
Yes.
We bought at the Mexican restaurant.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Laura. All right, Sema, will you answer exercise B, please?
Yes, Miss, sure. Number 6, add before she's and after best friend. She's my best friend.
Correct.
Number 7, before they and after they date to the 7th century.
Correct.
Number 8, correct.
Yes.
Number 9, a 9th century poet.
Correct.
Number 10, supposedly one of the most beautiful women of her time.
Yes. Correct. Thank you, Sam. All right, page
What
261.
number 7?
Number 7, before they and after century.
Miss, excuse me, number 3. What was number 3?
3 is before use and after the full stop.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lynn.
Welcome. Okay, any other questions? All right, the next page is dashes. Use a dash to indicate an abrupt break in thought or speech or an unfinished statement or question. Examples. I simply cannot understand. Gerald, are you listening to me? Why the old tools refuse to trim those trees? How can I help you when I don't know? The nurse broke off when she saw the anguish on the child's face. Use a dash to indicate namely, that is, or in other words, or to otherwise introduce an explanation. Example, Irene is perfect for the part. The subtle yet powerful energy she exudes will transform the entire production. All right, in the exercise, in the following sentences, insert carets where dashes are appropriate. Example, can you guess why Rhode Island's most common nickname, though it is unofficial, is Little Rhodey? All right, Adam, would you do the first 5, please?
Okay, Miss. Number 1, we will insert the current between fascinating and microbiome.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Adam.
We will put the carrots or the 2 dashes between fascinating and microbiology.
Yes, only, yeah, between fascinating and microbiology, that's right.
Number 2, we will put the carrots between voters and the I'm, and also you will put another one between me and want.
Correct.
Number 3, you will put the carrots between volcanologist and that, and we will put carrots between volcanoes and is.
Correct.
Number 4, we will put carrots between mistake and she.
Right.
Number 5, we will put carrots between clouds and cumulus clouds.
Yes. Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome, Miss. Miss, I have a question.
Okay.
What are the topics for the grammar quiz of next week?
What's the what?
What grammar chapters are
Oh, I'm
coming
gonna
in?
let you know.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
post it probably tonight, Adam.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Okay, Abatala, would you do the next 5, please? Abatala, are you here? Offered Magdi, can you hear me?
Yes, miss.
Would you do the next 5, please?
Okay. From number 6.
Yeah.
Well, miss, I'm getting the page.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting the page.
Okay, page 261.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Why can't Ruben begin? Then flatter. We're gonna put it after can't.
Yes.
7. Every time Monica goes with us, well, maybe just most of the time we all end up arguing. We're gonna put it after us
Okay.
and after time.
Yes.
8. My grandma's neighbor, the one on the nearest corner, has 3 fig trees and 2 pear trees in his tiny yard. We're gonna put it after neighbor and after corner.
Correct.
9. Jemper's father, he speaks at least 4 languages, fluently does business consulting work around the world. We're gonna put it after father and after fluent.
Correct.
10. Do you really expect me to believe that excuse? Lauren's mother demanded. After you?
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Offered. All right, any questions on this page? Everyone understands about parentheses and dashes so far?
Miss, can you repeat number 10?
Number 10.
Yeah, please.
Yes, the dash goes after the do you, the first one, after you, between you and do.
Okay, thank
Miss, could you add a caret in number 1?
Number 1, yes, between fascinating and microbiology.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, page 262, parentheses and dashes. Use parentheses to enclose material that is added to a sentence, but is not considered to be of major importance. Use a dash to indicate an abrupt break in thought or speech, or an unfinished statement or question. Also use a dash to indicate namely, that is, or in other words, or to otherwise introduce an explanation. So we're going to do the same thing on this page that we did on the 2 previous pages. Let's see. Abdullah, will you do the first 5, please?
Johnson. Mr. Which page is this again?
262.
Okay, thank you. 1 second. Yesterday, Kelly, and then the parentheses, the carrots, or the parentheses. Sorry, the parentheses.
Right.
He's definitely one of a kind, and then close the parentheses, made the statement that women had no part in the early development of computer languages.
Correct.
Number 2, I found this hard to believe considering open parentheses, according to my mother and aunts, close the parentheses, how many women work in the field of computer languages today?
Correct.
And number 3, my skepticism and curiosity, open parentheses, they're both trademarks of mine, close parentheses, prompted me to research the issue.
Correct.
In no time I learned about Grace Murray Hopper, parentheses, 1906 until 1992, close parentheses.
Correct.
The American Navy officer and mathematician helped to develop COBOL, open parentheses, programming language for the VAC for the first commercial electronic computer, close parentheses.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, it's okay. I was working in my book something, sorry. Any questions on this page?
Miss, what was number 5 again?
This American Navy officer and mathematician helped to develop COBOL, a programming language for the UNIVAC, the first commercial electronic computer. What was your answer, Abdullah?
For 5?
For number 5, yes.
Parentheses after like from a programming until a computer. Like the American Navy officer and mathematician helped to develop COBOL, and then open parentheses, a programming language for the UNIVAC, comma, the first commercial electronic computer, and then close parentheses.
Okay. Does everyone agree?
No.
Okay, what do you think, Hannah?
We will open a parentheses before app programming language for the UNIVAC, then a dash between the, after UNIVAC, I mean, and then we close the parentheses at the end of the sentence.
Okay, so you're saying, where did you say the first parentheses would go?
After COBOL.
Okay, what did you say, Abdullah?
After COBOL.
So he said the same thing, Hannah.
Yes, but like without the dash.
I think he said dash, but then he changed it to parentheses.
And then after COBOL, and then at the end of the sentence.
Yes.
That's what I said the first.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think she misunderstood. You got
Yes,
it,
like
Hannah?
don't we? Yes, but don't we put okay, yes, okay, yes, thank you. Yeah,
Are
sorry.
you sure? You understand, Hannah?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome back. Does anyone else have a question?
Yes, me.
Go ahead,
I didn't
Sally.
understand
Okay.
why we put the dash.
You don't put a dash. I think Abdullah first said dash, but quickly he changed it to parentheses.
Okay.
I caught it, but I don't think many of y'all caught it. Because he changed it very quickly. So everyone understands now about number 5?
Yes, but I wanted to ask about number 3.
Okay, go ahead, Farah.
What's the answer to number 3?
Okay, it's parentheses before there and after mine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's see. Farah, will you do 6 through 10, please? And let me remind you of something. By the way, in case some of you, I'm sure some of you are wondering about this. So far in sentences 3 and 5, you can either use parentheses or dashes. I didn't tell you this in the beginning because I don't want you to be confused and think that you can do this in every single sentence. You have to be careful and read it carefully. But so far, in number 3 and 5, you can use either or, okay? All right, go ahead, Farah.
Number 6, 7
Yes.
years earlier in 1952, she had devised the first compiler, which is a program that translates instructions in English to a computer language. We're gonna put a dash after earlier and after 1952.
No. Here, Farah, you have to use parentheses.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this. In 1952, is that important?
No.
Okay, so therefore you use parentheses.
Okay. Number 7, she retired from
Go
the
back to
Navy.
number 6, Farah. There's something else you have to do.
We're gonna put which is a program that translates instructions in English to a computer language in parentheses.
Yes.
Number 7, she retired from the Navy at the age of 80 when most people are putting their feet up, only to begin serving as a senior consultant for a major computer manufacturer. We're gonna put when most people are putting their feet up to begin serving as a senior consultant for a major computer manufacturer in parentheses.
Well, wait, you went too far. All right, you're going to put the parentheses before when, but ended after up. Feet up.
Okay.
Okay.
During her long time, 86 years, she frequently must have been amazed by technological advances. We're gonna put 86 years in parentheses.
Yes.
The next day, I supplied Kelly, gently of course, with the information about Hopper. We're gonna put a dash after Kelly and after, of course.
Yes, you can. You can use dashes in this sentence. You can use
Number
either
10.
or.
Okay. Number 10, I hope in the future though I have my doubts, he will check out the facts before he gives his opinion. We're gonna put a dash after future and after doubts.
Yes, and here also you can use dashes or parentheses. Either one is correct. All right, any questions? Everyone understands? All right, let's go to page 263, ellipsis points. Use ellipsis points, which are those 3 little dots, to mark omissions from quoted materials and pauses in a written passage. Example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Now, if you'll notice here, there's a full stop immediately after peppers, and then there's a space, and then you have ellipsis points. Then you have another space, and you begin a new sentence with the capital. Okay, everybody can see that, right? All right, exercise. Read the paragraph below, then follow the instructions for the items after the paragraph. Afaduta, will you do this one for us, please?
Miss, what is the meaning of omissions?
Omission is when you leave something out. See, okay, look, Sama, right here. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. There's more to that sentence, okay? But let's pretend you didn't want to finish writing the rest of the words. So you're going to end it with a full stop, and then you're going to put 3 ellipsis points, and that tells me that there were more words, but you omitted them. You understand?
No.
Okay. You're writing a sentence, okay? But you didn't complete the sentence. You left some words out. But I'm reading it and I don't know it if you don't put ellipsis points. If you put ellipsis points in any sentence that you write and you leave words out, then those ellipsis points tells me that that sentence had more words. You just didn't write them.
Okay.
Give it a couple of examples and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Uta, will you start us?
Yes, miss. Archaeologists already knew that ancient ruins existed near the Italian city of Pisa, famous for its leaning tower.
See, okay, in parentheses, it tells Offit to omit famous for its leaning tower.
I don't understand where to add the ellipsis points.
Okay. All right, let's go to example here. Rewrite the first sentence, whoops, omitting the words famous for its leaning tower. So this is how you would write it. Archaeologists already knew that ancient ruins existed near the Italian city of Pisa, the one you just read, right? So you would end it, you have to leave this out. It's telling you to omit that. So that means you're going to stop that sentence right after Pisa. So you have to have a full stop and then a space and then your ellipsis points. Does everyone understand?
So where we add the ellipsis point?
Right here. Okay. Archaeologists already knew that ancient ruins existed near the Italian city of Pisa, famous for its leaning tower. That's the complete sentence. So when you get down here to the instructions on number 1, rewrite the first sentence, omitting the words, the Italian city of. So that means you would omit this. Okay? So you're going to end it here. So you write it all, you end it here, full stop, then a space, and then your 3 ellipsis points. Okay? All right, so rewrite the first sentence, omitting the words, the Italian city of.
Number 2.
Yes.
Therefore, when construction began on a junction for the Italian State Railway at Pisa, the archaeologists decided to do something exaggerating. After began.
Okay, let's go here. Omitting on a junction for the Italian State Railroad. Wait 1 second. Okay, the Italian State Railway. Okay.
On a junction for the Italian State Railway.
Okay, so tell us again exactly where your ellipsis points would go.
After began.
Yes.
Until at.
That's exactly right. That's right, off it. Okay, number 3.
By fall of 1999, the archaeological team had turned up 16 ships.
Okay, now here, you're going to rewrite the third and fifth sentences, omitting the fourth sentence.
Okay. So by fall of 1999, the archaeological team had turned up the 16 ships. Then the ellipsis point. The shortest was 23 feet long and the longest nearly 100 feet.
Okay, the only thing you left out was your exclamation point. Put your exclamation point, then a space, then your ellipsis point.
Okay.
I just didn't know if you knew that you had to leave the exclamation point. Okay, do the next one, Often.
Number 4.
Yes.
The shortest was 23 feet. Oh, this one I made, sorry. Probably the most emotional discovery was that of the skeleton of a man, possibly a sailor, at the dock near one of the cargo ships. So we remove possibly a sailor and add the ellipsis point after man until end.
Okay, rewrite fifth and sixth sentences. Right here. Omitting the words in addition. So you're going to start here and go through to here, and you're going to omit in addition.
Okay.
So tell me exactly how you're going to write it.
The shortest was 23 feet long, the longest nearly 100 feet. Ellipsis point. The archaeologists unearthed carriages of fruits and olives still in storage jars.
Okay, you forgot one thing. After 100 feet, you have to put a full stop in front of the ellipsis points.
4 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And number 5, rewrite the seventh sentence, omitting the words possibly a sailor.
Probably the most emotional discovery was that of the skeletons of a man, ellipsis point, a dog, and a dog near one of the cargo ships.
Exactly right. Selma, do you understand? Selma? Is there anyone that has any questions here? None? Everyone understands? Yes.
Excuse me. In number 1, do we also write the ones in parentheses?
What do you mean?
When we read the sentence, like after of Pisa, famous for its learning tower, do we also like keep it?
Here for number 1?
Yes.
You do exactly what it says, Hannah. Rewrite the first sentence, omitting the words, the Italian city of, right here.
So we only replace this with the ellipsis point.
Yes, you keep everything exactly like it is. You only omit exactly what it tells you.
Yes, thank you so much.
So you would keep famous for its leaning tower.
Yes, thank you, Muslim.
You're welcome, babe. Any other questions on ellipsis points? It can be a little bit tricky. It's not difficult. You just have to be very careful in reading, okay? We also yesterday in class, if you go back to page 257, hyphens, I just want to make sure that everyone understands exactly where you hyphenate words, okay? Like at the end of a line. Remember that you have to, if you cannot hyphenate a word that's one syllable. It has to be 2 or more syllables. And you always hyphenate between syllables. Does everyone understand this? Or compound words like president-elect here. You can see you would hyphenate it after president. Hammer, H-A-M-M-E-R, you would hyphenate it after the first M, okay? Are there any questions on hyphens?
No, thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's what we covered yesterday in class, okay? And while I'm thinking of it, for your comprehension sheet for yesterday, I swear I thought I put all the sheets in there. Anyhow, I put it in there already for your homework today. And I took the homework today, the comprehension sheet, and put it for tomorrow. Okay. All right, let me call attendance real quick. Abdurrahman Khalid. Abdullah's here. Abu Talib. Adham's here. Afid Hossam. Afid Magdi's here. Uta's here. Krish.
Here.
Mihad. Mihad. Muhammad Alawah. Muhammad Yasser.
Here.
Yusuf Abu Ragab. Hafila.
Yes, miss, I'm here.
Debolina.
Here.
Farah Hasham. Hannah Hanny. Hannah Hanny.
Here.
Hannah Yasser's here. Jana Gouda. Carrie Mann. Carrie Mann. Laura's here. Mahi. Noor.
Here.
Who is this? Noor?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Ritaj.
Here.
Sama.
Yes, miss.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know they're here, but we lost them, I think. Zaina. And I know Farah's here. Sama, did you get most of what we were discussing on ellipsis points?
Yes, miss.
So you understand better now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, baby. Anytime you have questions though, just, just ask me. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so this session is going to end in just a matter of seconds. Are there any questions, guys? Okay, so when we come back, we'll read the Odyssey. We're just about ready to wrap it up, okay? Selma, was you here when I explained to him about the comprehension sheet and SMS?
No, I didn't.
The one for yesterday, I put it today, and the one that you had to do today, I put it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay,
I made them both.
I'm sorry, babe.
I made them both.
You did? Okay. If you made them, then you can send them, if you want to. But I was just letting everybody know I did put the comprehension sheet in.